I was always struck by was the fact that you were the lone woman. And whenever there was a controversy with Charlamagne or DJ Envy, there were people who held you accountable in their minds for their actions. There was the interview with Lil Mama, a rapper, Azalea Banks, an entertainer, and Monique that come to mind, where people felt that Charlamagne was being misogynistic in his tone and that you should have somehow wrangled him in. I firmly disagree with that because you're not there to police them. But people held you accountable for things that the guys, as they wrote in one article, did. Right. How did that make you feel?
And I wasn't even there when they interviewed Azalea Banks. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? But I also feel like, you know, sometimes I would feel like I got it harder than he did for something that he said. And so I also want to make it clear that we're all three individuals. You say what you say, feel how you feel, and I do too. But it's hard because people affiliate you with the whole group. And that was part of why I really wanted to have my own show, because now what happens, I'm accountable for that. But when you have three people with three differing opinions or three different viewpoints and completely different personalities, we're all individuals, but sometimes it's hard for people to separate that.
I want to go back to the woman part of it, because you did hit on something. Because you were the lone woman on this show, with a lot of bravado, with a lot of edge, disruptive, and that's why millions of people love the show. It seemed to me that people were always riding you.
Yeah, and, you know, I was the only woman who worked there, too. I mean, when it came to producers, camera people, and it wasn't an easy room for me to be in. I didn't know that. So I feel like I did need more, like, backup, you know, because even things that I felt, as a woman, it is, you know, if somebody can't understand your point of view because they're not coming from where you come from. And so that was hard for me, too, to be the only woman there with nobody to be like, check somebody, you know, you shouldn't have said that like that.
Fighting for respect from the co-host, who I know respect you. But when you're the only woman in the room, and, which blew me away just now, you're saying even in the production part of it. You're there.
It was a lot.
I know that you made some online comments that, you know, really rebuff, like, oh, no, that's not true. And now people are taking that and running with it on social media. So you want to clear up on your relationship or anything? Where does that stand? Or have y'all talked about it?
No, I ain't going to clear up. I mean, you know, it's what it is. It's the truth. It's honesty, you know what I mean? You can be honest with all your friends, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean I don't like somebody or they don't like me. It's like, you know, you say something foul to me, I can say something foul to you back. It is what it is. Or you say something right to me, I'm going to say something right to you back. I look at it like this. It's bigger than The Breakfast Club. It's bigger than Way Up With Ye. It's bigger than all that. You're talking Power 105.1, which is our home station. And my brother Clue is there.
Reflected on her time at the show and talked about being the only woman working on The Breakfast Club show. What's your reaction?
I mean, she was. I mean, it was her, Charlamagne, and myself, so she was the only woman on air. But behind the scenes, there was so many different. I mean, our boss, the actual person that pays our bills and pays our checks and hires us, is Thea Mitchum, a Hampton University graduate, by the way, who's a woman. There's a bunch of women there. I think she misspoke. I think her words were taken out of I guess, technicality, and I'm sure she'll clean it up. But there's a lot of women that work on that show. I mean, we can go from Taylor, who's a producer now, to Sydney, to Samantha, to Claudia was a producer, Sasha was a producer. There was a lot of women on there. There was a lot of diverse people on there. But, you know, I'm glad that she has her own show. She's doing well. I'm excited for her. We come on early. She comes on right after us. So, I mean, it's like anything else. Sometimes, you know what I mean, it's no problems, no beef, nothing like that. But
yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on DJ Envy, responding to the comments that Angela Yee had made while she was on the Tamron Hall show about the Breakfast Club. And then that later on led to Lil Mama and Erica Mena chiming in on the situation and everything like that. And I'm going to link some description from the Tamron Hall show where y'all can watch that in full, and the other clip who caught up with Envy after that, the Mission Chronicle. Now, she was on there telling how she felt and everything like that, and I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000, bro. It seemed like the lady, and I've never tapped into that show fully, but salute to her and Angela Yee on her come up of her own show. Seemed like they was going for the angle of the women empowerment thing and everything like that, because she went back to that topic, oh, you were the only woman there? And then Envy came in like, hell nah, it ain't that. It said there was plenty of women on the show backstage. That's just not true. That's cap. But after that segment, on the Shade Room and everything, other people follow. They gonna see this and it's gonna get talked about in the comment section. Well, Lil Mama went in there and said this. Oh, please. She was up there playing foul games too. She has helped make multiple women of color especially feel like the only woman in that room numerous of times. Rock throwing, hand hiding bitch. And Erica Mena came in and said this. Is this the same woman who helped DJ Shrimp play along and live in this double life once upon a time? One of the few at the time that actually knew the truth of him being married. Because the truth is, for years, he never really openly acknowledged that, which is why I was one of many he was with. She would be hanging with us knowing I was absolutely unaware that he was indeed married, but still joined in with him fabricating this crime wolf scenario on radio just so he could save face in his broken marriage. The same woman that spoke about my child on air just helped him degrade me. The fucking nerve. But do things come full circle? And I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000. I don't know the details of DJ Envy's infidelities and anything like that with Erica Mena and what went on between them behind the scenes. I only know what they put online and everything. And I don't know how many women really work behind the scenes in production of Breakfast Club. Envy said it ain't what Angela Yee was on there saying. That's between them. He said it ain't no beef like that. But I will say this. We was all tuned in for the BS on Breakfast Club. And Angela Yee was most definitely partaking and participating in that part of the show. She was bringing up the rumor report. Come on now. Reporting it so they could dissect on it. Of course, Charlamagne the God was spearheading the nonsense, and we was here for it. I looked at Breakfast Club every day. Full-time supporter of it. Woke up looking for the episodes, seeing who they was going to interview. Even if it wasn't no BS, it was a hell of a show. They really was the top show at that time, and they really cultivated and captivated some things that, hey, really was inspiring to media personalities and everything. I didn't always agree. Even later in the years, I started disagreeing more and more how things was getting presented. That's just a personal opinion. But I got to keep it 1,000. Angela Yee, you was part of that too. And on that show, it kind of came off as, hey, man, you was just innocent on there and you ain't had no role and you getting blamed for what they said. Not saying that's what was said, but that's how it kind of came off on there, like you was like the victim and everything like that in that situation. But tell me what y'all think. Shout out to them. Shout out to Tamara. Shout out to Angela Yee. Y'all go up. Tell me what y'all think, man. We got more shit coming. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.